Hey kids, how is everybody out there in YouTube land this evening? As you can see, it's getting dark here on the boat. I expect to be pelted with rain any moment now. And when it starts happening, I'm going to have to jump up and shut down my my forward companionway or vent up there. So anyhow, just be forewarned. Hey Trav, what's up? Spoken, Frank, how is everybody this evening? What is going on, man? How are you guys? Shirtless Carl, we have a party tonight, people. Ooh, well, you know, just tired of people complaining about the color of my shirt. So no, it was hot. Okay, I came in the boat if it was hot. I took my shirt off because I was hot, and so I'm leaving the camera framed up high to save you guys from having to deal with the rest of it. But yes, I don't have a shirt on at the moment. So, and I know you guys may get real excited at my, you know, my really nice pair that I got, but you're not going to see them. So, hey, Full Force, what's up, Trav? It's a hot one tonight. Yeah, it is 87 degrees here on the boat right now. Hey, Gene. Hey, Alexander O. The Gigolo. Yeah, there you go. Hey Pilot, hey Taroki, what's up? Yeah, it's warm down here. I've been off the boat all day today. Hey Steve, Maui-Lei, what's up, ma'am? I just got back to the boat late actually, and we are where we are at the moment because I have to have my phone plugged in because if I unplug it, we don't have a live stream. My battery is that dead. My phone was actually off. I tried to turn it on, it wouldn't even turn on today because I burned up too much of it over at Doug's house. So how is Doug and Claire? Doug and Claire are just awesome, doing really well. No man boobs even with the pasties. No man boobs today, man. No man boobs today, we'll save you that. Hey Steve's Vids, how you doing? Mark, what's up? Glad to see everybody here. Guys, my back is so damn itchy right now from being sunburned the other day. So if you see me reaching back and scratching my back, it's just peeling skin back there from having been sunburned. So, man, it's getting ugly outside. I pulled the curtain down off the window in front of me to let in a little light, but this way I can also see when, as soon as the drops start hitting there. Got to monitor that because I've got my forward hatch open. What did Smokin' say that was so bad? Oh yeah, no man movement pasties, okay. Hey Catfish, what's up? Got your back scratcher tar. I do, Trav, yep. Well, everyone's saying hello to, yeah, I got it right here. Got my back scratcher right here. I'm all set and ready to go, but actually oh, I feel so good. Damn, that feels good. The cushion that I'm leaning against, man, I just do like a big old grizzly bear and I just back up to it and rub my back on it, man. Just quick check in to say hello to everybody alive and well. Taking off to the airport to pick up my girlfriend coming in from out. Hey, Steve, congratulations, dude. Good on you, man. I hope you have some fun with her. Hope you have some fun. So today was sort of an interesting day. I got up early. Did Lily enjoy her day out? I'll get to that in just a moment. Little story to be told there, but anyhow, I got up early this morning and we started getting things going. I was out of fuel. I put the last of my fuel in the generator and I was low on water. So I said, okay, I'll go do a fuel run because I know Doug's not going to get here till later in the morning. So I ran over to the fuel dock. So what I did this morning is I went forward, and of course the first thing I had to do was clean up all the dog pee and poop off the bow, which is fine. That's normal, my normal first thing in the morning job. So I get that done, and then I go back out on the bow, and I'm attempting to take my anchor line disconnected from the boat and tie off to my dinghy, so I could use my dinghy as a anchor marker, if you will, while I go run to the fuel dock and back. Rather than pull the anchor and then tow the dinghy, I decided just to go ahead and tie the dinghy to the anchor. And anyhow, so I go forward and I'm pulling all the anchor line up and I'm tying off to the dinghy, and I just get that done, and I'm releasing the line over the side, at which point I have to go back and start, get the engine. Well, I already had the engine running, but I had to put the boat in gear and start driving, right? As soon as I turn around after having let go of the anchor line, the dog pees and poops on the bow again. Okay, shit happens, whatever. So I'm like, okay, so I go back, I drive the boat over to the fuel dock, and it's 8 o'clock. At that point, it's like 8:15. They're supposed to open at 8, and the door's closed. There's nobody there. There's a boat tied up out front, and I asked the guy what's going on. He said, well, they had to go get ice or something, and they'll be back in 5 minutes. So while they were gone, I went and grabbed all my water jugs. I filled all my water jugs. I got up on the bow. I cleaned the bow again. I threw a bunch of seawater up on the bow, got my brush out, scrubbed the bow down. I was there for half hour, 45 minutes, and nobody's showing up at the fuel dock. Well, just about the time I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to have to leave to go meet Doug and not get fuel. I got my water at that point. Here comes the guy with a wheelbarrow load of ice, and so he turns on the fuel pumps, and then we had to wait another half hour for the fuel pumps to build pressure, I guess, so we could get fuel. It was a bit of a cluster this morning. So anyhow, and long story short, I got fuel, but I didn't get diesel. He didn't have the diesel pump pressurized and running. Okay, I get another day. So I get on the boat, I run back out to where I was heading back out to where the dinghy was, tied off to the anchor, and I noticed some of the boats lined up in the anchorage. They were some of the Sparkman Stevens Manhasset Bay One Design yachts that were built like 1932. They had 4 or 5 or 6 of them over there. So I pulled over and drove the boat right over next to them, and I filmed some of that this morning during my live stream. And then Todd Mills, the guy who had asked about it, had posted some comments about that, some more information. In fact, he found one of those for sale up in Maine for $50,000. So apparently they're a much sought after collectible. They're the very first boat that the Sparkman and Stevens Design Company had designed and then had built. So, and they were built by a boat builder on the Hudson River, interestingly enough. That was lightning there, folks. No rain yet, but saw a little lightning. Anyhow, so I get back over to the boat, over to the dinghy, and I'm trying the dinghy, the Thunder. I'm trying, yeah, they're mahogany old boats from 1932. If you watch this morning's live stream, you'll see some footage of them. Anyhow, so I got back to the boat. I'm tying the anchor back onto the bow, and I'm untying the dinghy. And I just get done doing that, and I turn around to come back down to the boat, and guess what? Miss Lily left me another present out on the bow this morning. For the 3rd time this morning, she peed and pooped on the bow. So she's obviously a pretty shitty dog as far as I'm concerned in that regard. So anyhow, got down here to the boat and got stuff organized. The water taxi came, and off we went to go meet Doug. And then while I was meeting with Doug, I ran a whole bunch of errands today. Got over to West Marine, got the wiring and the electrical terminals that I needed, and some fuses and all of that stuff, so I can jump on that project now. What else did I get? I had to run over to Wally World and pick up a couple items over there to improve the quality of life on the boat. Nothing major, but just a few items. But the most important thing that I had to buy today were these. Miss Lily's got her period, so she has to wear doggy diapers while she was over at Doug's house, so she wouldn't be bleeding all over the back seat of his car, and she wouldn't be bleeding all over his house. And for your enjoyment, here is Miss Lily with a diaper on. Yeah, Miss Lily wearing a diaper. So all the other dogs had fun laughing at Miss Lily today because she had to wear a diaper today, but people out on the dock were looking at her and pointing at her and stuff. I don't think she really noticed nor cared. But she is she's wearing a doggy diaper now to to protect the boat and stuff from her, well, not excrement, but, you know, flow, I guess, for lack of a better word. So anyhow, let me jump back and see what I missed all in the chat. So Trav, did Lily enjoy her day out? So Trav, yes, she did, but she doesn't like wearing her diaper. Actually, she's not too bothered by her diaper, and she did have fun over there at Doug's house with all his dogs. So means we'll see Steve sing Karaoke Keys live. Well, we may at that. How's the wiring? Well, that's you know, that's you now understand that answer to that question. So one of the Steves should be there. Yeah. Back scratch fever. Yeah. $50,000 nice boat. Yeah. Well, expensive boat. I don't know how nice it was, but expensive. Yeah, it was real blurry but cool shape. Sorry, it was blurry, huh? We almost had a tornado here today. Had warnings going all day. Okay. For sale is different than sold. Yes, Carol, that's very true. But the one that's for sale, I must admit, it's in really nice shape, and it has a trailer. So, hey Carol, how you doing? Hey Caroline. Hey Coyote, what's up? Trav. Hey Dave Swingle. Carolyn, Swingle, Doug. Hey Douglas, there he is. Can't get mad at Lily for using the bow as a toilet. No, I don't. I wasn't mad that she used the bow as a toilet. I was a little frustrated she used it 3 times in a row this morning. I guess I should learn my lesson. I should have waited for her to go do her business before I cleaned it, but I had to go do a fuel run. So, and I didn't want dog pee and poop on the bow while I was going to do a fuel run. But you know, that's just what it is. So. That's funny. Okay, I've never seen the likes. Lily does the walk of shame. Pretty much, yeah. Anything, hey all, Doug baby sweetheart, hello all, how much wire you get? A bunch. I bought a bunch of wire. Probably a stupid question, but is it safe to leave the dinghy unattended? Were you concerned about it? No, I wasn't the least bit concerned about it getting stolen catfish. How long are they? How long or what? Still leaving if your work is not done. Truth Finder, I'll be leaving predicated upon the weather. That's the only determining factor for me is the weather. And right now, I can tell you the weather is not looking good. So, how much you have to spend on the wire? Too much. Oh man, getting your dinghy jacked is bad. I did get my dinghy jacked. No one stole my dinghy. My dinghy was just fine. That's not really something you have to worry about here in Port Washington. This is a very safe, well-protected community of boaters here. You're not going to have somebody coming in and stealing a dinghy and making off with it without a whole bunch of people watching it and complaining. So, Toronto, I know exactly how much wire I bought. I'm trying not to feed trolls. I hope you can understand that. So let's just suffice it to say I bought a lot of wire, and I bought wire in different gauges. And frankly, how much I spent on wire is nobody's damn business. So. And rather than sit here and try to explain to you all the different types of wire gauges and what lengths I bought, I just said a bunch. If you're not happy with that, well, I really don't care. I just don't care. Oh, would-be's are making my wife jealous. Oh man, getting grilled about wire. Yeah, would-be's, right? People got nothing better to do. Frank, just arrived. Oh, okay, you guys have a good dinner, Frank, man. I'll talk to you later, brother. Well, you may not have asked dollars, other people did, so... yes, I certainly am something, but... Oh, bye, Frank. Okay, so anyhow, so that was what we did with Doug today. We ended up going to Wally World. We ended up going to West Marine for me. We ended up going and picking up Doug's car for him. They had some body work done, took him to the car wash. I actually drove Doug's car today, which was kind of fun. Mike Hunt, you're a sick bastard, sir. No, you cannot see my man boobs. You've been living down under too long, man. You know, you've been living down under too long. So, when you say it is the business of others, if you're asking them to help you fund the endeavor, not being no, I don't, Carter Hayes. It's really, you know, it's. I do not feel it's my responsibility to give an accounting to people. So, so no, I do not. I did at one time. At one time, I did think that, you know, for those people like the Patreons and the people that donate for a particular cause, and I may share that information. Andy, man, thank you. Andy Woods just hit PayPal for 20 bucks. Thank you, Andy. I really appreciate it. Man, I'll tell you what, I need it. Believe it or not, Andy, that $20 just doubled my net worth right now. So I spent way too much money today buying everything and do not have funds for groceries even. So thank you, brother. I really needed that at this time. That was very helpful of you. So anyhow, Carter Hayes, no, I used to think it was responsible for me to give them an accounting, but I do not anymore. Now, some people that donate to a specific cause for a specific reason, and yes, I may talk to them and share some information should they ask. I would certainly talk to the person who donated the money and give them an accounting. But I can tell you without a doubt right now that 99% of the people that donate money to me really don't care how I spend the money. They're just donating me to help further the cause. So, and with the expectation that, you know, someone gives me $100, that doesn't mean I'm going to go out and buy $100 worth of wire. I'm going to go out and buy what I need to do the job, not necessarily just buy wire. And so, no, it's not my responsibility to explain that to you. Hey, Ocean Gypsy, what's up? Frank's brother Jack Daniels, yeah, Mikey been down under too long. Yes, he has. Jar of peanut butter, okay. Yeah, thanks, Andy Bryant, brother, I appreciate that. Everyone hit like. Good morning, spring is in the air. Okay, man. I guess so, Mike. Carol's in the house. There you go. Oh, brother. Wow, you guys are a crazy bunch tonight. Uh-oh. No, I see one drop on the window over there. One drop does not constitute rain. But man, it sure is dark, looking like it's going to rain. It's going to open up any minute now. And that'll be ugly. That'll be ugly. So, what's the cause? Well, you kind of figure it out, Willis. Carl, if you want, you can donate to my PayPal as a wedding gift for the cause. Yeah, Sailmaster, you know, I see you getting on here and doing that every day. I'm going to nip in the bud other people trying to fundraise during my live stream. If you want to fundraise, then I suggest you start your own live stream in your own channel and attract your own people. And guys, it's really getting dark here now. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and hold on a minute, guys. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the hatch because it is really dark here. Hold on a minute. Move, dog. Move, dog. All right. Move, dog. Let me get a little ice while I'm up. All right. Let me get a light over here. Now, sorry guys, but I spun you all the way around so you wouldn't have to deal with seeing my man boobs, but I'm going to give us a little light on the subject. There we go. And for those guys that were wondering, by the way, this is one of my 360-degree lights that I have that works on my boat in lieu of a, whoa, we're whipping around. Big wind. Big wind hitting us right now. Wow. It's actually leaning the boat over even though I've got bare poles up. Woo! You guys can see how dark it is out there. Okay, rain's starting to come down. Lightning and thunder. All right, guys, I'm going to have to set my, whoa, I'm whipping around something fierce. But I got my anchor tied on tight. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to check on some stuff here. I want to just get my anchor light or anchor alarm going here real quick. I want to make sure I'm in the right spot in the bay still. Come on. Oh, come on. Close that. Yes. Cancel. Close. All right. No, that's not set right. Damn it. Hold on, guys. I got to check something. Wow. But you guys look out the back here a minute. This is what I'm looking at right now. You can see how bad the wind's blowing. My boat's just whipping around back and forth here in the wind, lightning flashing. Whitecaps blowing in the bay. Well, there's lots of thunder and lightning going on. Ooh, big storm. Hold on, Rockna. Hold on, baby. Hold on, Rockna. I still have a towel out there on the line. Hopefully it'll be there come morning. But man, that wind's a-blowing. And it came around. It was coming out of the east, and now it's coming out of the, or sorry, it was coming out of the south. And now it's coming down of the west. Causing my boat to bounce around and spin. Look how much I'm spinning around, guys. I'm spinning around one side. Now I'm looking completely the opposite direction I was earlier. Woo, big wind, man, big wind. Ha. I don't think I'm moving any. The fact that I keep rocking one direction and back the other direction pretty much tells me that my Rockna is holding. And I don't think I can jump off the live stream and get my anchor alarm working on my cell phone while doing a live stream. If I get disconnected here, guys, I'm going to jump back in and restart the live stream. But I got to get my anchor alarm going, so bear with me. If I get disconnected, I'll restart here in just a moment. Okay, are we still going? Are we still live? Woo, blowing a hoolie out there. All right, I got my anchor alarm going now, so. Blowing pretty good out there, man. Look at that. Well, now the rain's coming. Guys, I'm gonna have to put you down. I gotta close up my companionway. Hold on. Well, isn't that? Oh, I left my ice maker open. Hold on. Oh. All right, where were we? Isn't that exciting stuff going on, huh? Jeez. All right, I probably missed a bunch in the comments. Let me jump back through and see what I missed there. So, oh man. Okay, you don't have a cooler or anything. These people grilling, you should disclose their financial. Yeah, there you go, Woodbees. They should disclose too. I appreciate you returning our donations. That was earmarked for putting your crew member on the boat. Hey, Gene, you know what's right is right. You know, that was a misunderstanding on my part. I thought she was coming on board for a long period of time. Turned out it was just a week, and I just couldn't. I couldn't have you guys. Whoop. Now I'm losing battery power. Forgot to plug you back in. I just couldn't see having you guys fund a vacation. So, sailing doodles. Okay. I might be able to catch lightning in action. Yeah. Do you think I'm serious? Okay. Carl, does shameless plugs for that? Yep. How come a person with the name? Well, Mike, now what do you think? Okay, sweet love forms, where are you at? Yeah, I'm in Manhasset, New York. I was serious about the wedding donation. Okay, well, I found it irritating, Sailmaster, so. Yep, Andy, use a mod, man. Someone's making a joke. I think your sense of humor is running on fumes. Okay, Carter Hayes, thank you. Okay, show us a storm again. I just did. How many likes you have when I hit the like button? Is that on purpose? Yes, that's on purpose. I wonder why he was sweaty. Yeah. I'm not offended by it. Don't believe some people can own a word. I find it strange. Okay, thanks, Mike. That's a girl for a donation, not anyone else. Make sure you don't drag Carl. Yep, Trav, I have my my anchor alarm set now, so. Is he on the boat? Yes, I'm on the boat. We are in Manhasset Bay, New York. Man, we're really rocking right now. I got big waves blowing in. That's always the hardest thing on an anchor, so. First for change of the day. The ice maker is open. Yep, just closed it. Thanks. I'm going way too much. Be careful with those winds. I'm trying. Yeah, Mike, the water taxi bumped up against it. It moves. It moves up and down. I can just put it back into shape. He didn't bend anything or hurt anything, so that hit quick. Yep, you just have to watch out for the others. Yep. In Tampa Bay, where it might be the same system that hit me today. Might be, Trav. Yep, would be. It will pass. Anybody anchored upwind of me? Yeah, there's a big major yacht, but he's a long ways upwind from me. Yep, don't have an EPIRB. Grab that stupid towel. Yeah, I'm not grabbing it right now. Make sure no one else around you is dragging. Yeah. Blowing up a hoolie, pilot, William. I stepped away for 5 minutes and all hell broke loose. Yeah, Steve. Yep, still alive. Stay safe. Hello. Okay. Did you pick your next Patreon? No, I have not yet. No. He's on North Shore of Long Island. Good storm cell hitting him next half hour. Yep, Coyote, that's about right. Wow, what a packed boat. Yes, way too much crap on my boat. Landing Morning Hurricane, yep. It's a mess. Welcome to the camping lifestyle, yep. Okay, teams in the house. Everybody go fun. Next week, we'll Grandpa set sails. Yeah, Dick, my setting sails, of course, as always, is predicated upon weather. So, my anchor alarm is simply something called Anchor, A-N-C-H-O-R. Do you do any underwater metal detecting? I have in the past, and I hope to be doing more in the future. As far as underwater metal detecting. Wow, I actually caught up to the chat. Wow, okay. 113 people watching and only 23 thumbs up. Come on, guys. I'm surviving a hell of a storm out here. At least you can do, well, hell. I tried to lift you up to see out the window, but my power cord's not long enough. Sorry about that, guys. And I got to keep you plugged in, otherwise the phone's going to quit because my battery got really run down today and I didn't get back here in time to charge it up. So, okay. Where do I find that? A weird anomaly of a word. Okay. Anyhow, so we're bouncing around here in the bay. After having had a very long day, and frankly, I really was hoping to just sit back and have a quiet evening, but hey, Douglas, you and I were talking about that as we were driving back over here. I did get back on the boat, got everything stowed down below in the dry before the rain hit, so I am very happy of that. If you and I had waited another hour, I'd have gotten soaked out here. Man, the lightning is flashing all around. You know, you can be afraid of lightning. Certainly respect it. I'm worried about being hit by lightning, but you know, there's nothing I can do about it. So there's not much point in worrying about it because there's absolutely nothing I can do if I'm hit by lightning. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You find anything good detecting? I have found some pretty interesting stuff. Jewelry mostly, some money, a gun. You're gonna get another beer. Okay. I'll show us outside. We can see the lightning and the boat rocking. Yeah, right, Gene? JD and Coke tonight. That's yep, please. Okay. Good today. Good deal. Yeah, Doug's feeling much better, man. It was really nice seeing Doug up and around and feeling good today. You know, he didn't want to just sit on the couch. He wanted to get up and do stuff, and that was really great to see. So I'm glad to see Douglas feeling so much better. Had us worried there for a bit. So, how much water do you have under the keel, by the way? Let's see. Right now we are at high tide, relatively high tide, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 16 feet under the keel right now. Well, 16 feet of water. I draft 5 feet, so 11 feet under the keel. So, yes, if there's some really big waves blowing up, I might bounce bottom. It's a very good mud bottom here, so. Carl, if you metal detected Doug's house, you may find Jimmy off. I have to wait till at least 10 for a beer. Okay. I'm recovering from time lag back in Minnesota. There you go, Steve. Wow, it's taking a long time for you to recover from jet lag, man. Always has me worried. Never know when I'm going to turn sour. Yeah, that's true, man. Smoking, what are you rocking? So anyhow, guys, we are kind of rocking and rolling this evening, but I am really glad that I was able to get on the boat and get everything settled in and unloaded and unpacked a little bit. I don't have everything unpacked. I'm going to do a lot of boat organization tomorrow. I'm going to make a lot of room tomorrow. I got to move a lot of stuff and organize some stuff, so that's going to be kind of fun to do. But, well, I tell you what, thunder and lightning out there, brothers. Thunder and lightning. And I can't, let me see if I can pull up my iPad and check the radar and see what the radar's doing, because how's Lily with the boat rocking? She's right over here sleeping. That's how Lily is with the boat rocking. She just gets up off the floor, gets up on her bed, and then lays down. So crazy. I would not have expected that. 11 feet is what I mean in real units, 3 to 4 meters. Well, it's 11 feet. That's the measurement we use here in the U.S. So, yeah, not a peep from. Yeah, she's asleep, guys. She's sleeping. So, I'm like, not sure. It showed up kind of like yours. Okay. Eliminate, not organized. Well, a little bit of both, man. Y'all make me giggle a little. I am in Manhasset Bay in Port Washington, New York. The worst is almost past you now. Thanks, Billy. I appreciate that, man. It does seem like it's slowing down a little bit. And I'm seeing the thunder moving over, you know, to the east, actually. So that's usually what happens. It comes from the west and moves east here. So Lily is a Labrador Retriever. She's a purebred Labrador Retriever. So tonight, scattered thunderstorms. Imagine that. Can't imagine. And we have a heat advisory going on until 6 p.m. tomorrow. So that'll be fun. Thank you, Billy. Appreciate that. Lily is worn out from today's adventures. Yeah, Doug, I think you're right. Yeah, she's kind of tired. You're packing up for a boat trip somewhere. Ice Cream, I've been on a boat trip. About 100 days ago, I started in Sandusky, Ohio. I'm now on Long Island Sound here in Port Washington, New York. And hopefully the next week or so, I'm going to be heading further east, going to Connecticut and Rhode Island and Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and then possibly as far as Maine before I turn around and head south, come back through this area, and then I'm going to go to Annapolis and maybe Washington, D.C., and then I'm going to head down to Florida with the idea of spending this winter in Florida and the Bahamas and just enjoying the hell out of some clear blue water. So, yep, Smoking and Billy are on it, man, now. So, you can see thunder. Yes, I can certainly. I can't see thunder, by the way. I can hear thunder. I can see lightning. So, gone teamwork. What chart plotter app do you use on the Great Lakes and the canal? Navionics. I just use Navionics. You really don't need a chart plotter on the canal, guys. Having a chart plotter on the canal is just sort of a waste of time, except maybe to give you an idea how close you are to the next lock. There's no navigation to be done. You just, stay in the middle of the canal. So, but for Lake Erie Net, I use Navionics. So, can't wait till retirement. Yep. I hear lightning. No, you don't, Doug. You see lightning, you hear thunder. It's all mods in here. Meow, I guess I could be a mod if you want me to. No, Sailmaster, thanks. I got plenty. When you put rigging back up, do you have to use a torque wrench? No. No, I don't use, I've never had to use a torque wrench on any of my rigging. So. Oh, weird. Really weird. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to see if I can show this to you. Look out the window there. You can actually see sunlight coming up now. You see how it's getting lighter out there? The one side of the pole is lighting up like it's being hit by the sun. So, I guess this storm cell is finally moving off away from me. My anchor alarm hasn't gone off, so I don't think I've moved anywhere, but if I have, I guess I'll know about it soon enough. What are you gonna do? So, Carl, you know my request for when I make a PayPal donation. Yes, Woodbeast, I do know your request when you make a PayPal donation. God bless, good sir. Be safe. Peace to all. Thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Peaceful dawn. Evening still hot. Evening cocktail, ice water, and tequila, and a large giant doobie. There you go. Peaceful dawn. Evening dawn. Geez, you got hail and everything today. Don't be surprised if you get some, Carl. Okay. Good to know, Trav. Sounds like Doug's having Don's having a good evening. Doug, you still starting a channel? Yes, Sailmaster. Douglas is going to be starting a channel. We were talking about that in some detail today, working out some of the details. I am hoping to get Doug up and running and start his channel, his live streams, before I leave Manhasset Bay. So like within the next week. And Doug's going to be doing a kind of like, I don't know if you guys ever listened to National Public Radio and ever heard a show called Car Talk, but he's going to do a live stream where people can ask him questions about their vehicles. Doug has been a ASC certified mechanic forever. He taught auto mechanics for many, many years. And so he's a really knowledgeable guy and charismatic's got a great voice. And so Doug will be able to answer any of your car questions and give you guidance about, what you might be looking for, or what you might do, or that kind of stuff. So. Well, thank you there. Wood Beast just hit me for, I believe that was Wood Beast. I'm pretty sure that was Wood Beast just hit me for $100 on PayPal. Dude, you rock, man. Thank you very much. That was absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome, man. So thank you very much. Don. Doug's sitting with my sons. His girlfriend, dad died today. Oh, man, Don, sorry to hear that. Sorry, I missed that comment. Oh, man, that sucks. What's on your short list before you leave Manhasset Bay? Gene, getting the running lights and the mast light working is one thing. Getting my new depth finder installed. I've got a new depth finder. I just got it today, so I'm going to work on getting that installed. So I'll have a new depth finder. I've got to service the diesel engine, and I got to get the autopilot working. So I've got 4 jobs left to get done. And right now, though, looking at the weather forecast, I do not think I'm going to be leaving here on the 13th. We've got some bad weather coming in on the 14th and 15th and 16th, so I may get a little after that. So, okay. Okay, Wood Beast, did I do that correctly, man? If so, thank you very much, man. You rock. Got it late. What's the status of the Bahamas Cruise giveaway? Whoa, that was some serious rolling thunder, man. That was right on top of me, it sounded like. Watch, I'm going to get hit by lightning now. Oh no, lightning's before the thunder, isn't it? Wow, that was some serious thunder. Status of the Bahama Cruise giveaway is yet to be determined. SV Akulo was the name that was drawn. He's donated it back for me to draw another name, and I haven't done that yet. Eugene Callahan, thank you, man. Gene Callahan just donated to my PayPal, 25 bucks. Thank you, Gene, brother. Man, I really need the funds right now, guys, so I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. You guys rock, Gene. Thank you. You and Wood Beast and Andy, you guys are awesome, man. The next Scotty Kilmer, Doug. Okay. His name was Mike, and he liked fishing. Cool. Well, rest in peace, Mike. So I'm after get the netting up. Let's keep Lily. Yeah, I just got the push pit up, and the lines are up. Now I have to get the netting up on that. Haven't got to that job yet, but what make model is the depth finder? I don't have it out right now. It is I don't remember. I'll have to pull it up. You guys will see it. I'll do a video about it. So disco lights outside. Yeah, my pleasure, and I promise not to grill, Carl. Okay, man, I appreciate it, Wood Beast. Carl tastes good fried, not grilled. We heard it. I watched the nice sailing live stream today. Living with the tide, over an hour and not even one troll. Well, let them get started and they'll find trolls, all right. Al might hit sound. Okay. To help with your short list. Thank you, Gene. I appreciate it, brother. I really do. It's like $200 a day keeping the dream alive. $1 a day keeping the dream alive. Well, it's not quite that far, Sailmaster, but yeah. But you know, there's been a whole lot of days lately where there hasn't been anything, so you got to average it out. So getting hit by lightning would be content if there were up there with the anchor live stream. Would be content up there with the anchor live stream. Oh yes, okay, yeah, not something I really want to be making though. I didn't want to make the anchor live stream. I certainly don't want to do a lightning strike live stream. Time to go swimming. There you go, Jared. Yeah, well, full force scale, it's not less than an hour's work when you add it all up. So, what happens when lightning hits the mast? It seems the mast is the highest point out there. Yes, Carol, what happens when lightning hits the mast is the lightning comes down the mast using the wiring from the boat and will literally fry all the electrical devices that are plugged in the boat, and usually causes a fire and sometimes blows a hole in the bottom of the boat, causing the boat to sink. So a lightning strike is about the worst thing that could possibly happen to somebody who lives on a sailboat. Why do you need a depth finder? Well, you need a depth finder so you don't run aground. Quite often I have to watch the depth of the water I'm in to make sure I can proceed in the direction I want to go. So speed of sound is 342.2 milliseconds, okay. Carl, for God's sake, buy some minnows and catch a flounder. Woodbeast, brother, I'm trying, man. I have bait. I've gone out and tried, and whoa, more lightning up there. All we've been catching is sea robins, man. I'm actually going, when I pull out of here, I'm going to go out around the corner here, out of the bay, and go to a flounder hole and see if I can't catch some there. So that's what insurance is for. Yep, unless you're in a steel boat, then lightning is not so much of a risk. Okay, flounder rig and minnows will catch one. Yeah, if they're there. How common is lightning strike on mass? Well, it happens. It's not real common, but it happens. Advisory in having a smaller boat than other sailors, I guess. Yes, I guess there is an advantage in that regard. Are you in live chat? Yes, Doug, I am. Thank you. Lightning rods for the mast. Yeah, Don, some people do rig those up. Never more than one, Gene. Thanks, Smoking. You're so kind. I caught up with the chat again. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like it's clearing up. It's getting lighter outside from what I can see out the windows. I think the storm is now passing. The boat's not rocking as bad as it was. I am still seeing a good bit of lightning out and around, but we don't appear to have moved any. So I think we're okay. So your depth finder, Doug, there you go. My depth finder's a hummingbird. There you go. Are you going to try sea robin? I always thought they're saying that they are okay to eat. Yeah, Mike, I wasn't planning on trying to cook any sea robin. So right now, guys, to be honest with you, I just don't have time to be fishing. Right now, I'm just too busy trying to get projects done on the boat, between editing videos. I just released a video today to all the Patreon people. So if you should have gotten a message from me today, you should go on Patreon and watch the video. And then that'll be coming out to the general public here in a few days. And I have 2 more videos in the queue that I'm working on now, so lots of new content coming up. And one of the videos I'm working on is the welding video. Okay, that I saw the lightning and the thunder hit pretty close right after, so that was right above me. Oh. Pilot goes running on a tree. Yep. Okay. All right. So anyhow, we got caught up with that. Yeah. So I think this storm is getting past me now. So it'll start calming down. And it wasn't supposed to be bad today, but you know these storms just blow up out of nowhere out here. So. And talking about my trip and going forward, I have the same bamboo back scratcher. It works great. Yeah, Carol, it's a good one. That sounded close. Yeah, looking forward to seeing the welding video. Yes, Doug, I know. You might have a second storm coming up. We had 3 hits. Okay, well, more lightning. Whoa. That got Miss Lily's head up. Riley and Brian Troutman's secret to no trolls is that they're positive, upbeat, look for the good and everything, and never say anything bad about people they don't call a spade a spade. Well, that's great for Riley and Brian Troutman, but you know, I've spoken to Riley and I've spoken to Brian before, and I can tell you that they've had to deal with a lot of trolls at the beginning, and they still deal with trolls on a regular basis today. So apparently Truth Finder, you don't have a clue there, I guess. So looks like Edgar Allan Poe's mystery show right now. Yeah, right? I'm going to vid today about the cost of YouTube, a sailing shop. Yeah, I saw that one today, Pilot, while I was over in Doug's. It was an interesting video that Bob did. I actually don't think the people here are trolls. Well, some are and some aren't, Sailmaster. It all depends on I guess, experience and time, and you know. We'll see. We'll see. But let's move on. We have more important things to be talking about. So tomorrow, weather permitting, I'll finally get the wiring gone. We got the wiring bought. It's here. I have all the stuff I need in place now. So hopefully if the weather's all right, I'm going to run that down. We do have a heat advisory again for tomorrow. So if it's really hot like it has been here, then I'm going to work on editing instead. But if not, then I'm going to work on the electrical system. So, like earlier when I joked around that you were getting pissed, I don't know. Well, trolls ruin real life. Yep, those of you who have donated, Carl, thank you. Remember, he is soon sailing to New Haven, Block Island, Woods Hole, and donations will be needed. Yes, that's Woods Hole, H-O-L-E, Doug. But that's okay. Yes, thank you. I definitely need funds, man. I think many of you so-called trolls here were all once fans of your channel. Something to think about. Yep. Amazes me how quickly you tell someone they don't have a clue. Okay, well, very hot here. Wow. Bingo. Remember, Carl, celebrate 60 trips around the sun this Saturday. Yeah, right. I turned 60 on Saturday, guys. Sorry, but you were wrong. Fans are fans. Gene, I agree with you completely there. Yep. Okay. Thank you, Pilot. Appreciate you taking care of that. So, yep. And, you know, there's a lot of people on here who are trolls who are trying to convince us that they're not trolls. And you get all this political nonsense and wrangling going on. I don't know. They're just exasperating and not really contributing. So, paying more than YouTube. Yeah, but they don't have an audience. Yep, Trav, the big 60. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you putting that up. There's the link to my PayPal account. Yep, I turned 60 on Saturday. Saturday, August 11th. I will turn the big 60. So, Carl, would it be a good idea for you and Lily to put on a life jacket during the storm? Reminds me of... No, Carol, it's not that bad of a storm, actually. It's a big light show, and it's noisy, you know, blusterous. It's kind of like dealing with a drunk 16-year-old. You know, they make a lot of noise, but they really don't do much. This one's making a lot of noise and a lot of light, but it's really not doing much. So it blew up pretty good a little bit ago, but you know, it's not really bringing in the big waves or anything to be worried about. So of course, then again, if I get hit by lightning, there's a lot to be worried about. I do have my life preserver and Lily's vest within arm's reach, though. I will tell you that much. So, got birthday flounder. Yeah, maybe. Actually, I'm going to be visiting with family. Thanks, Trav. Appreciate it. Thanks, Billy. I'm actually going to spend my birthday visiting with my sister and my nephews and stuff. So, I probably won't be fishing on my birthday. I'll be visiting with family. The way Sail Life handles trolls and negative comments in the chat, they ignore all of it and respond to positive comments. Works good for them. Well, thanks, Peaceful Don. I'm glad that works good for them. Unplug your phone might be an idea. If I unplug my phone smoking, the live stream ends. My battery is almost dead on my phone. I mean, I'm down to like 20% battery power right now. You're plugged in trying to keep the live stream going. I'll be on a trip over the weekend. I don't know the conventions. Is it impolite to say happy birthday now? No, Catfish, it's not at all. Thank you. Is your back peeling from the sunburn? Yes, Mike, it is. That's why I'm so itchy. My back is peeling from the sunburn. So, just, you know, that happens. You get sunburn and then your skin peels. It's just the way it is. And it gets itchy as all get out when it happens. So, good stuff. Anyhow, enough conversation about trolls. So the plan is right now that I was going to leave on Monday. It looks like we've got a weather pattern coming in Thursday and Friday, and so that may interrupt things. And so I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait to the last minute, as is always the case. You know, when you live on a sailboat and you travel by sail, the only thing that really affects your schedule is weather. And you can set your plans and your ideas and thoughts about when you want to do this and when you want to do that, but if you don't have the right weather to do it, you don't do it. Monday, the weather looks nice on Monday, but Tuesday and Wednesday is not going to be so nice. And the last thing I want to do is be, you know, stuck in some place where I'm anchored out with a lot of exposure. Here in Manhasset Bay, I don't have a lot of exposure. It's a good hurricane hole to kind of be in. So if I move on, I don't want to get out someplace where I don't have a good anchorage to be in. And the first day, which would get me over to New Haven, Connecticut, that day would be pretty good. But the second day, trying to get to Block Island, that day doesn't look so good. And the day after that doesn't look so good. And the day after that doesn't look so good. So I may be delayed a while. I don't know. I'm really looking for like a 3 or 4 day window to get the woods whole. And so I'm just going to keep watching until I find a nice, good 3 or 4 day window, and then I'm going to go. And if that bothers people, well, that's just too damn bad. So have your family throw you a flounder and catch it if you have them cook it. Carl is shedding and getting a new look for his middle years. There you go, Mike. Send you some heartfelt advice. You should say, thanks, I'll consider it. Not, you don't have a clue. Okay, well, I'm glad so many people can tell me how to run my channel. Seems trolls have been the subject of money chats. Now why bother giving those? Yep, I agree, Carol. Maybe don't say what you're doing ahead of time and just do. Well, Sailmaster, that's just not the reality of life, so whatever. You don't make it out Monday. You'll take more heat. I promise to over-deliver. It's your thing. Well, I'm glad you think it's my thing, Sailmaster, but you know, it's comments like that are, you know, it's not my thing. You know, anybody that has, okay, your name is SV Sailmaster. You know, if you don't recognize the need to look at weather before you make passages, then you're obviously not a sailor. So that tells me that you're probably a clueless troll because you make a comment like that. That's an ignorant statement for someone to make who supposedly knows something about sailing. I'm sure Carl knew they would be against him after the whole Alaska donations unfulfilled promise deal. He'll get through it. That's right, I am getting through it, and those people that wanted refunds from that are in the process of getting refunded. So, Brazil. Hey Brazil, how you doing? I saw a video of a shark researcher. Oh man, wasn't that some video, Mike? That was awesome. Yeah, I saw that video. I thought it was funny how he tried to lift his boots up. You know, he tried to pick his feet up, trying to get further away from the shark. That was hysterical. Yeah, I think that guy probably had a very stiff drink that evening, I would guess. But you know, after watching that, I watched that last night while I was sitting out here on the in the boat. You know, I was just sitting up in the back in the dark last night, enjoying the lights and the nice cool weather. And, you know, but I got to admit, after watching that video, I was looking there in the water going, oh. And the fact is, where that happened is where I'm hoping to be next week. So I'm not going to be too far from that. That's not what he meant, Carl. Condescending, Carl. I think he meant that this channel is yours. You just formulated it badly. Why don't you guys understand about making plans and then having to wait for proper window? Yeah, Gene, that's what you do. Important in many things. Well, weather may be important in many things, pilot, but it's absolutely critical in boats. Now, I know planes, you guys can fly through a lot of stuff, but on boats, you know, you don't. If the weather's not right, you don't go. So, and then not everyone is a native speaker. Okay, guys, I just got a special weather statement been issued for northern New York until Tuesday. So apparently they just issued a special weather alert for my area here. Let me guess, probably has something to do with the storm that just went by. The other day my identity was stolen by trolls. I think someone made a fake YouTube account with my name. Yeah, Carol, they will do that. they've certainly imitated me and other family members of mine. So, be the rule here. Many comments. Okay, guys, let's just get away from this whole nonsense about trolls and move on. If anybody else is going to make any comments about trolls, I'm just ignoring them. So I'm giving you a heads up right now. Probably something same as here. Okay, Trav, cool. Yep. We'll see. Right now, the wind seems to be diminishing. The boat's getting much steadier. It was getting lighter out, but of course it's getting late now, so it's getting a little darker outside. So still getting some lightning apparently. Okay, that was less than a mile away, guys. That lightning strike and that thunder roared in less than a second. So that was right over me, or someplace near me. I think a little bit over to the west of me. What weather window do you need for inshore motoring? That boat can take a lot with the canvas down. Well, I like to find weather patterns or weather windows that are going to allow me to go from point A to point B. Right now, my targeted point B is the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute. It's a 3 to 4 day run for me to get there, so I want to look for a 4-day window. There's no reason to put myself out there at risk. I mean, you see the kind of weather I sometimes deal with right here on the anchor. Why would I want to be out in the middle of the ocean and hit something like that? I don't want to do it. So, nope, nothing wrong with waiting for reliable weather. Yep, Walker said right. My channel, my rules. That's right. More systems are going to be rolling in. Yeah, I'm sure they will, Trav. Good night, Jared. Take care, buddy. Must be a radar we can check online. Well, I can, but I can't be online right now while I'm doing the live stream. So, I'll research my next boat. I'm almost convinced on a GRP boat, but just read an article in Cruising Helmsman about steel and the benefits. I'm now rethinking. Well, you know, Mike, all boats have some pluses and minuses. There are some advantages to steel boats. There's some disadvantages to steel boats. You know, they do rust. I mean, steel boats do rust. And, whoa, big lightning. 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000. Long ways off. Long ways off. Yeah, that had to have been 10, 15 miles away. Time to write a song. Peace out, fellow crew members, and always pray for world peace. Thanks, Wood Beef, man. We'll see you later. I did not think you were ocean sailing. Yes, when I leave here at Truth Finder, I'm going to spend the first 2 days in Long Island Sound, and then I'm going to be jumping an open ocean jump over to Woods Hole, outside of the lee of Long Island. So, lightning to thunder every 6 seconds equals 1 mile. Okay. Every 6 seconds equals 1 mile. I thought it was every second was a mile, huh? Yep, Trav, you're right. Corrosion. Thank you, Billy. There's a link to Doug's GoFundMe account. How many feet of drag do you set your anchor alarm for? Brad, I set my drag for 200 feet. I have about 80 feet of road and chain out right now on my anchor. So I set my anchor alarm out for 200 feet because, of course, 80 feet is be about 160 feet of arc. You know, I could be, 160 feet from one side to the other on 80 feet of chain and line. So I go for a 200 foot, which gives me about 40 feet outside of that. So it's pretty tight, but yet still actually just fine. Have a beautiful night, Wood Beef. Thanks. William, thanks for posting my link. There you go. Actually, a mile is 4.6. Okay. Doug, you got a lot of medical bills. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Doug has a lot of medical bills. So, all right, guys. Well, listen, we've already gone over the 1 hour here, so I'm going to go ahead and let everybody do a shameless shout out. If you're a YouTuber or have a YouTube channel, please go ahead and jump on here and give yourself a plug for your channel. Once again, I'm going to thank those folks who have donated to the cause here, Wood Beast and Andy and Gene. Thank you very much for hitting my PayPal. I really appreciate that, brothers. I really do. Doug will tell you my account got pretty low today. This last minute expenditure of having to go out and buy doggy diapers, of all things, was kind of like the icing on the cake for me today. So really appreciate it, guys. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the donation. So you guys rock. Karaoke people said I should sing 10 or 15 miles away from there. Okay, we're overwhelmed. I've been in the hospital 14 out of the last 24 months and need more surgery. Yes, he does. Chris Bannon, no talking, just a bloke living on the sea. There you go. All right, Chris Bannon. Thank you, Mike. We're hanging out after Fire Up the Live. Where are we hanging out after Fire Up the Live? Okay, well, catfish is going by what I learned from an old fisherman. All right, there you go. Fantastic Don, YouTube over 5,000. Fanatic Don, okay. Huh. I donate to the Jerry Lewis Telethon. Cool, well smoking, that fisherman rounded up pretty generously. Cool, all right. 116 people watching, only 43 thumbs up, guys. Come on, pound a thumbs up, we appreciate it. I know you guys no longer can see what the thumbs up and thumbs down ratio is. But I can, so go ahead and hit the thumbs up if you would, please. It would be greatly appreciated. And if you would, check in the description down below for links to my Patreon and my PayPal. Should you want to donate to the cause, you're more than welcome to jump in there and become a supporter. You can jump onto my Patreon for as little as $4 a month. So, you know, half the price of a cup of coffee at a coffee shop. You can be a Patreon on my account. And that gets you first access to a lot of videos. Plus, there is some video footage that is solely unique to my Patreon. So, out of liquor. Nope, got plenty of liquor. Just haven't been drinking very much lately. Is that the karaoke set you're referring to? PayPal down to me. So thank you, Billy. Appreciate that. Keys Live on YouTube. Yep. But Pilot, Keys Live is only Friday and Saturday, isn't it? Or is it every night? Fanatic Sailing Adventures, only 5 months with over 5,000 subs. Well, there you go. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. You guys be good, be careful, take good care of one another. Gene, Andy, and Woodbeast greatly appreciate the donations, guys. And I'll talk to you guys later. Be good and be careful, kids. Thanks.